Hey, all right, it's Thirsty Thursday. Oh my, it's a sunny day in New York City, and I'm feeling pretty good, actually. I'm off tomorrow, and I'm really taking a day off, but, probably play some golf, have some people over, and celebrate the 4th of July with, you can't see it today because it's so bright outside, but Old Glory flying proudly in my backyard. Why am I playing that Jaws music? Because that's what I hear in my head constantly. And I think, maybe in some ways even takes everybody back to that fear everyone had as a little kid. Even jumping in your own pool, if somebody started swimming around with their hand out of the water like this, going to the beach, everyone was petrified about a movie, which was a mechanical shark. And we all knew it was a mechanical shark. But we were still scared to go in the water. And if you're not scared right now, there's something wrong with you. Because we should all be scared. And there's a certain time where everybody sits back and, oh, darling, these leftists are so crazy. And they're sitting in the Hamptons and up in their high-rise buildings. Ooh, look at these animals down there. And little by little, they say, we have to do something. And then, there's a rally of, sane patriots somewhere, and 300-400 people strong show up. You got these wackos out there saying defund the police, okay, looting, rioting, burning things down, making their own zones. Everyone was against the wall. The old wall, we don't need a wall. We need open borders. We don't need a wall. A wall doesn't prevent people from entering. All the big Democrats live in houses behind walls, including Nancy Pelosi. What's the first thing these thugs do when they try to take over a town? They put up barricades all around the thing. They build a wall, okay? And, this week in New York City, one of the first dominoes to fall, an actual $1 billion, okay? This is some real Dr. Evil stuff right here. Bill de Blasio and the majority of the New York City Council, and I'm going to be rattling off their names a little later on in the show, voted to take $1 billion, 1/6 of the budget to the finest police force on earth, and redistribute it wherever they think it should go. But they cut a whole cop class that was coming in, a whole academy this summer. They're taking away anti-crime, plain clothes. It's going to be a summer of love. Just like Mayor Drunken out there in Seattle said, it's like a block party. It's just like, it's an area where we always have street festivals. It's going to be a summer of love. And then all of a sudden, the angry mob decided that they were mad at the mayor, and they showed up at our house. What's the first thing she did? Beep, 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 beep. 911. I need a... And then all of a sudden, when they come for you... You know the old song, what you gonna do when they come for you? I think that was the song from Cops, which is thrown off the air now. One of the other things they came for already. And Mayor Durkin, as soon as the mob came for her, then she decided that it was time to shut down the Chaz. We don't need any more Chaz. And if you didn't see it last night, I watch all news channels to try to get a good view for myself. And Sean Hannity had on the father of one of the young men that was shot and chopped that led to the closing. He said that the mayor of Seattle has not called him to date. It's 2 weeks. He's burying his son this morning. The governor has not called. No one from the CHOP, Chaz, Black Lives, Antifa called. No one even gave him an answer. He had to wait like 6 days to identify the body of his son. He had to bury his 19-year-old son today. And isn't it strange that here's an African-American man who kept his nuclear family together. He said, I raised that boy since he was 2 years old. I said, I love you to him every night before he went to bed. And when I seen him in the morning, it's the first thing I do in the morning is go look in their rooms. And then, he said his son was a little mentally unstable. He was a little developmentally disabled, and he was easy to convince to do things. So he said, I saw him just a day before, and he was fine. He was home. And now my son's dead, and no one can tell me how it happened, who got him. And if you saw this disgusting footage, the cops had to actually come in like a fighting formation over the loudspeaker saying, please move out of the way so we can get to an injured person. We are seeking your help. Please get out of the way. The cops put the sirens on. You get out of the way. Anyway, aside from all the other crazy fictional characters that the mob is coming for, Law and Order is coming for Ghislaine Maxwell, the alleged madam of the Jeffrey Epstein underage sex ring. And, you know, Ghislaine's got all the books. She's got all the records. She's got all the names, numbers, phone numbers. She knows all the girls. She knows all the guys, all the boys, whoever went on the plane, whoever went on the island. So I can tell you this, that I want to be the first person to say this. Ghislaine was taken into custody by the FBI yesterday. I'm sure she's going to be under lock and key, just like Jeffrey Epstein. But I'm saying it first. You heard it here first. Ghislaine Maxwell did not kill herself.